So, Thailand has decided to finally open up its border for everyone. But the question arises, is it any easier to enter Thailand, to come here and enjoy yourself? Hey guys, my name is Saad Sultan from Desi Abroad, and in this video I will be discussing with you the new procedure of entering Thailand as of 1st of November 2021. So before we continue guys, if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel right now, hit that like button and hit that notification bell to get notifications about my upcoming videos. And now let's get back to the topic. One of the major changes that they've made in the new system is introducing the Thailand pass, which is a QR code that you receive once your application has been approved. Previously, they had the certificate of entry that used to take much more longer to process your application, but it is stated that the Thailand pass is faster and you can get your approval results within 5 to 7 working days. Now, to give you a better idea about the documentation required and about the process of getting your QR code through the travel pass, we are going to go through the website in which you can actually apply for your QR code or the approval to actually be permitted to come to Thailand. So let's check that website out. So let's quickly move over to the website, that is tp.consular.go.th. Once you're here, they're giving you two options. Number one is for Thai person who are Thai nationals, and the second one, of course, for those who are non-Thai nationals. So that comes pretty much for everybody else. You click here and they give you the option for choosing an English language. Now, after that, they display you a number of programs, well, a total of 3 programs that you can join if you are planning on coming to Thailand. And the one that we are mostly excited about is the exemption from quarantine or test and go program that they have introduced as of the 1st of November 2021. Now, the best thing about this one is that if you are fully vaccinated, one of the major requirements of this one is that you need to be fully vaccinated no less than 14 days before travel, number one. And number two is that you need to be from a list of 63 countries. So you need to be from a list of 63 countries which are exempted from quarantine as of today while I am recording this video. Now later on they said that they will be adding more countries to it, but 63 countries as of right now, and you can see them on your screen right now, so you can pause for a bit to see which countries they are. Also, if you are not a national from these countries, the other option is that you spend at least 21 days within one of these 63 countries which are exempted from quarantine, and after that travel to Thailand. So it can actually help you that way as well. Now, to actually participate in this, you need to present a few documents. The first of all is that you need to have a valid passport, which is of course very important. And the second thing is Thai visa if required. Quite a lot of countries, nationals from quite a lot of different countries can actually enter Thailand without a visa, and they can get a stamp at the airport which allows them to stay here for at least 30 days. But there are definitely those countries that actually need to get a visa in advance before they can travel to Thailand. So you can check as per the requirement of your own country if you're required to have a Thai visa or not. Next thing that you need is a certificate of vaccination. Now that you are fully vaccinated, you will be given a certificate of vaccination that you need to show on this website. Definitely you need to add that information over here and present that. If you have a digital one, that will be much more better, much more quicker for them to approve your application as it is easier to justify. Third is you need to, at least for one day, you need to book an SHA plus hotel. So you need to have a reservation for at least one day. Now, they do say that you're exempted from quarantine, but you need to do at least 1 day quarantine just to see that you are not COVID-19 positive. So what will happen is that once you arrive in Thailand, they will actually take your COVID-19 RT-PCR test again, either at the airport or at your hotel. And if you are negative, then you are free to travel anywhere around Thailand wherever you want to go. And lastly, what you need to also present is an insurance with a minimum coverage of 50,000 US dollars. Now, previously, when they were doing the certificate of entry, the requirement was a minimum of 100,000 US dollars, but now they have reduced it to at least half. So now you only have to show a insurance certificate which covers you for a minimum of 50,000 US dollar for any medical expenses, including COVID-19. So your certificate needs to mention that it covers you for any type of medical expenses, as well as COVID-19 treatment as well, just in case you turn out COVID-19 positive. So please keep that in mind. And right before you actually travel, 72 hours within 72 hours time of your flight to Thailand, you also need to obtain a negative COVID-19 result, which is the RT-PCR method. And of course, even though you have that, you will still be required to do another test once you arrive in Thailand. So those are the basic requirements that you need to fulfill to get a Thailand pass if you are from the exempted countries, or if you want to join the Test and Go program. Now, the process is much more faster compared to the previous time. Now it only takes around 5 to 7 days for them to approve your documentation and to give you a QR code. Rather than giving you a certificate they did before, now they give you a QR code which you can just take with you to Thailand and present it to at the airport, and follow the procedures as mentioned. One more thing, I want to confirm that once you have booked your SHA Plus hotel, you cannot technically go with someone else. Once you have arrived at your destination, your designated airport, over there will be an SHA Plus hotel vehicle waiting for you to take you to the hotel. You cannot drive on your own or have a friend pick you up or anything like that. So you have to follow the proper procedure till you're actually allowed to travel on your own. Now, the second program is the Sandbox program. Now, the Sandbox program is for those people who are not from the eligible countries, who are exempted from quarantine. So anybody who is from other countries than the 63 mentioned who are eligible for the quarantine, for the exemption of quarantine, you will be required to join the Sandbox program. Now, the requirements are pretty much the same. You need to be fully vaccinated, and the same documents need to be presented as you did for the Test and Go program for the one exemption from quarantine, which is passport, Thai visa if required, certificate of vaccination, but this time you need to book your hotel, SHA Plus hotel, for at least 7 days, throughout the 7 days. So you have to stay at the Sandbox program for 7 days, during which time you will be tested for COVID-19 RT-PCR test, and also for the antigen self-test kit. You need to pay for all those things. But it doesn't mean that you will be staying at the hotel during all this time. No, you're allowed to go out to designated areas, like a sealed route where you can travel. That includes a few beaches, few restaurants, and all those different things that you can actually travel to. So you are not limited to only staying at your hotel. So you can travel within that region. And on the 6th and the 6th to 7th day, they will do your RT-PCR test again. And if you are negative, you are free to go anywhere around Thailand that you where you want. And of course, you need to also have insurance which covers you for a minimum of 50,000 US dollars. Now, The third and the final program that they have is the alternative quarantine. Now, the alternative quarantine is for those people who are not fully vaccinated. Now, over here, it gets a little bit interesting. Now, if you are not fully vaccinated, you need to stay in quarantine for 10 days when you enter Thailand. That means you will not be allowed to leave your hotel at all for the first 10 days, during which time they will be doing RT-PCR tests. And of course, once after 10 days you are COVID-19 negative, you are permitted to go wherever you want to go in Thailand. Now, the documentation for this one is exactly the same. The only thing that is missing is the certificate of vaccination because you are not fully vaccinated. So you guys can check this website out, tp.counselor.go.th. You can check this website out and select the one that you want to join. After that, they have some terms and conditions that you can accept and go further. Once you have entered your detailed information, which is at this place, purpose of arrival, giving your detail about when you plan on traveling and a couple of other things, and register, it will move you to a next page where you need to enter your passport details and upload your documentations, your vaccine details, and upload your documentations. Same goes for your SHA plus hotel and your insurance documentation as well. You will be required to add all those documents there, attach them, and then they will review all your documentation before giving you an approval. And when you get your approval, they will send you a QR code within 5 to 7 days through text or email to you. Now, that is the initial process of how you can actually enter Thailand currently as of the 1st of November 2021. And like I said, there are a number of countries, and the easiest method would be to be from these countries or travel to these countries first, stay there for 21 days, and then come to Thailand, or the Sandbox program, which has a total of at least 19 programs included. Now, like I mentioned, there are 17 Sandbox programs. So let's just have a look at which program Sandbox areas that you can choose from. So they are Bangkok, Buriram, Chiang Mai, Chonburi, Krabi, Loei, Nong Khai, Phangan, Phetchaburi, Phuket, Prachap Kirikhan, Ranong, that was a hard one, Rayong, Samut Prakan, Suratani, Trot, and Udon Thani. So there are quite a few Sandbox programs that you can choose from. Now, that is pretty much the procedure of entering Thailand. Now, getting your Thailand pass. Now, just a few things to keep in mind is that when you are actually applying and you get the approval, so you still need to get what do you call it? I completely forgot. Yes, RT-PCR test done within 72 hours of your flight. And once you arrive there, you need to present your QR code at the airport. They will check your documentation and QR code again, probably digitally. And then you need to travel to your hotel with your hotel transportation. So no one can actually come and pick you up. So first you directly need to go to your hotel. During that time, they might do another RT-PCR COVID-19 test at the airport or at the hotel, depending on the province's requirements. Okay, it depends on the province how their procedure kind of work, but it will be either at the airport or at the hotel. And once at the hotel, for those who are joining the exempted from quarantine or test and go program, you just have to wait for your results. Probably takes 6 to 7, maybe 8 hours for you to get it. And after that, you are free to go wherever you want. for those who are joining the Sandbox program, you have to stay within your Sandbox program for 7 days. That does not mean you have to stay in your hotel, but you can travel around your area, restricted destinations, but definitely you can. And for the alternative quarantine, those are the people that have to stay in their hotel no matter what for 10 days. Also, you will be required to download this app. It's called the More Chana app, which actually tracks your movement just in case you turn out to be COVID-19 positive, so that they know where you travel and take the precautions that are required. Now, once you have completed all that, you are free to travel wherever you want in Thailand. Now, the big question is, should you join the program? Well, honestly, it depends on you. But if you are coming here to, like, if you're already an expat who is retired, who already lives here, or you're a teacher who's planning on coming here or working here, I think these programs are really good for you to come right now. But if you are traveling as a tourist or a traveler, and I think it would be wiser to wait a little bit longer, a couple of months, to be honest, just to see how it goes. Because right now in Thailand, quite a lot of places are still closed. There are not many people. There are still restrictions on gathering. There are still restrictions on nightlife and how long you can stay out and all those different things. So if you're looking on having like crazy amount of fun, like pre-COVID-19, that would not be here at this particular moment. So I say, like, wait for a couple more months to see, to let Thailand open up a little bit more so that you can have much more fun as a traveler when you are here. Right, so this is pretty much the information that I wanted to provide to you guys. And I hope I didn't miss anything, but if I did, please let me know in the comments. And if you have anything to add to what I have to say, please add that to your comments below as well. And of course, make sure that if you like this video and you found it informative, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and of course hit that notification bell so you can get notifications about my upcoming videos. And guys, thank you so much for listening to what I had to say, and I will see you guys later for my other videos. Take care, guys. Bye bye.